This brother Kratazar, Shield of Israel 144, back again with another quick precept. And today I want to go through some quick precepts about becoming a new man. And when I'm talking about the new man, I'm just talking about, putting off the old man, leaving your old ways behind, your old ways of sin and disobedience. You're leaving the past of doubt and fear. Because when you become a new man, you don't doubt because you trust in the Most High. You don't have any fear because the Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear. And you don't sin because if you in Christ, you're a follower of Christ who did no sin. You don't commit sin because you walk in the ways of Christ, right? Just like the book of Peter said. So I'm going to go over some quick precepts real quick. And we'll start it off with 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17. And it reads, "Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new," right? So when you become new, you become a new man. You walk in, you don't do the things that you used to do. That's called killing off the old man. The old man is dead because you're not that person anymore. When you become a follower of Christ, you become a totally different person, right? Because you left your old ways behind. Let's go to the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 24. This is another precept, right? It's the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and 24, and it reads, "And that ye put on the new man, which is after God, is created in righteousness and true holiness," right? Because you start to do the righteous things and you become holy. Holy just means to be separate, right? Just like in the book of Peter's, where it said to be holy. Christ told you to be holy. Let's go to let's back it up. Let's go to 1 Peter's. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 16. And Peter said in chapter 1, 1 Peter chapter 1 and 16, he said, "Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy." The Most High said, be holy because he's holy. That means separate, putting off that old man and becoming a new man. Let's go over to the book of Romans. It's a quick precept, chapter 6 and verse 6, right? It's the book of Romans chapter 6 and verse 6, and it reads, "Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is free from sin." So just explaining that you crucified that old man, that the body of sin might be destroyed. So you destroyed that old man that was subjected to sin, subjected to following the ways of the heathen, keeping Christmas and these unholy days that they set up for us to observe instead of the high holy days that the Lord gave us in the scriptures, right? That body is dead. You become a new man because you keep the ways of the Most High, right? And you start living according to the scriptures, right? Because in the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4, it reads, "But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God," right? So you start to live according what is written that came out of the mouth of God, So you become that new man, right? Let's go over here to Colossians chapter 3. Let's go to Colossians chapter 3 and verse 10. This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, "And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him," right? So we're talking about the Most High who created you. You putting on the new man. You are renewed, right? You are renewed in the spirit of knowledge because you gain the knowledge of what you're supposed to do, what is your duty according to the scriptures, right? Of keeping the commandments and having faith in Christ, and you walking in his ways, the ways of the Most High, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, right? So the part of being this new man and being renewed is in the knowledge is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, and it reads, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, For this is the whole duty of man. So when you put off that old man, you become a new man. You're renewed in the knowledge. Being renewed in the knowledge is the learning of how to live your life according to the scriptures, right? So these are just a couple of precepts I want to go over about becoming a new man in Christ, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, following the ways of the Most High, and renewing yourself in the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures. Because the scriptures say, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out the mouth of God, right? So just wanted to throw that out there. Another quick precept. This is Brother Karatazar, Shielded Israel 144. Shalom.